The clerk will report the title of the bill.
Senate 1067, an act to support stabilization and lasting peace in northern Uganda and areas affected by the Lord's Resistance Army.
Mr. Speaker, a great deal has happened across the country to ensure that this bill is before the House chamber today in scarcely 1 year. I want to especially recognize and thank the national networks, organizations, and grassroots activists of Invisible Children, Resolve Uganda, the Enough Project, and many other religious and human rights groups who have rallied in support of the people and especially the children of this region of Africa.
The world's problems can seem overwhelming at times. It is fashionable to blame conflict in Africa on poverty and other environmental factors. But sometimes just getting rid of one person does make a big difference.
These Americans, thousands of them high school and college students, understood that the children and people of northern Uganda, the DRC, southern Sudan, and the CAR have no voice in Washington. So they were determined to become their voice. They realized that these African children and families were invisible to Washington policymakers, so they decided to make them visible.
These young members of the Invisible Children organization know that no child should live in fear of being abducted, mutilated, or killed. With that belief, they have helped make the children of Uganda visible to us. Last August, I had the privilege of speaking with members of the Invisible Children organization who had come to San Diego for their training as what they call them, roadies. I cannot do justice to their passion, their commitment, and their dedication to do what is right. Their energy absolutely ignites the room. Mr. Speaker, we cannot let them down. And more importantly, we cannot let down the suffering children this legislation will help. I yield back.